Imagine, for a moment, standing at the edge of the universe, not as a human, not as a being bound by time and space, but as a presence, one that feels the pulse of the cosmos in every particle of its being. Beyond time, beyond the constraints of individual life, there is something greater, something that binds us to everything that has ever existed, everything that will ever exist, and everything that is happening now. The galaxies drift away from one another, each one carrying the history of a different moment in the grand unfolding of creation. Light, the most fundamental messenger of the universe, carries with it stories of moments long past, the flicker of a star's birth, the quiet collapse of a dying sun, the ripples of cosmic dust swirling through the fabric of space-time. And yet, despite the vast distances between us and these ancient messengers, despite the fact that the light is being stretched into the red, there is something deeply intimate about this connection. It's as though the universe, in all its expansion, is not simply pushing outward, it is reaching toward us. The light is not just a far-off echo of a distant past, but an invitation, a call to know the very essence of time itself. We are invited, every moment, to peer deeper into the fabric of existence, to unravel the mysteries of what it means to be part of a universe that is ever-expanding, ever-changing, and eternally alive. But what does this mean for us as individuals? When we look at the redshift, when we observe the ever-expanding universe, we are not merely witnessing distant galaxies that exist far beyond our reach. We are witnessing time itself, unfolding, stretching, and unraveling. Time, as we understand it, is not a linear progression, but a fabric that is constantly warping, stretching, and expanding with the fabric of space. The two are not separate. They are inseparable. And yet, in the vastness of it all, we often feel so small, so inconsequential, so fleeting. Our lives, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, are but brief flashes of light, brief pulses in the cosmic heartbeat. But in that moment, we have the power to observe, to reflect, and to understand. We are the consciousness of the universe, the eyes through which the cosmos experiences itself. Our lives, though brief, are imbued with meaning, because we are the only beings known to us who can truly look at the universe and see it for what it is. We are the interpreter of the universe's messages, the storytellers of its grand narrative. Every time we look into the stars, we are looking into the eyes of the past. The redshift is not just a physical phenomenon. It is a bridge between who we are in the present and who we were in the distant past, stretching all the way back to the Big Bang. And yet, as we observe that redshift, it reminds us that we are also looking toward the future, toward a time when the light from distant galaxies may fade beyond the reach of our instruments, when the universe will continue to expand, not into an infinite void, but into new dimensions of existence. The redshift is a reminder that the universe is not a fixed point. It is a process of constant growth, of unfolding, of reaching. Just as the universe expands outward, so too does the human spirit. Our understanding of the universe is not static, it is ever-evolving. We are not simply observers of the universe. We are participants in its unfolding. We speak often of light, the way it travels, the way it stretches, the way it bends and shifts. But perhaps we do not consider enough that light, in its purest form, is not merely a wave of energy traveling through space. It is a messenger. It is the first language of the universe. When we gaze up into the night sky, we are not just looking at distant objects. We are receiving the language of creation itself. Think of it. Every photon of light that we receive from distant stars carries with it a message of origins, of history, of the first moments of the universe's life. The moment that star was born, that photon was released into the vastness of space, and it has traveled ever since, carrying with it the imprint of creation. And now, here we are, in this brief blink of existence, able to witness it. We are the recipients of this ancient light, of this ancient wisdom. Light, of course, is not just a scientific concept. It is also deeply symbolic. Light is the very thing that allows us to see. It illuminates the path, clears the fog of uncertainty, and provides us with a sense of clarity. Light represents knowledge, truth, and the eternal search for understanding. And yet, as we observe the redshift, we realize that light itself is changing, moving, evolving, just as we are. The universe is not a collection of fixed objects, but a dynamic and ever-changing process, one that we are part of, and one that will continue to evolve long after we are gone. Redshift teaches us that the universe is not separate from us. It is not an external reality that we observe from a distance. It is something we are deeply connected to. The galaxies, the stars, the light that has traveled across billions of years, it is all part of us. We are part of the same fabric that makes up the stars and the galaxies. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the hearts of stars. The elements we are made of were scattered across the universe when those stars died. We are made of stardust, and that stardust is part of a much greater cosmic web. And yet, in our day-to-day lives, we often forget this. We forget that we are not isolated, not alone, not separate from the stars and the galaxies. We are not spectators in the universe. We are woven into it, from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy. Our consciousness is an integral part of the unfolding universe, just as much as the galaxies, the stars, and the light that connects them all. This cosmic connection is not just a physical reality. It is a spiritual one, too. When we look into the stars, when we measure the redshift, we are not merely looking at distant objects. We are looking at ourselves. We are looking into the very essence of our existence. And we are asking, what does it mean to be part of something so vast? What does it mean to exist in a universe that is constantly changing, constantly becoming? As the galaxies drift farther apart, as their light becomes more redshifted and faded, we may wonder, what happens to the story of the universe once we can no longer see the light from those distant galaxies? Will we lose that connection? Will we forget the ancient wisdom of the stars? But no, the story will never end. Even when the galaxies are too far to see, when the redshift has stretched the light beyond our ability to detect it, the memory of the universe will remain. The redshift is not just a measure of distance, it is a measure of legacy. The universe will continue to unfold, even when we can no longer witness its light. But the knowledge, the understanding, the wisdom, and the story that we have gathered will carry on. It will live on in the hearts and minds of those who have looked into the stars, who have seen the redshift, and who have come to understand the eternal truth. We are part of the cosmic dance. And so, as we stand at the edge of the universe, as we look out across the vast stretches of time and space, let us remember this. We are not insignificant. We are alive, and we are part of the great unfolding. The universe is not something we watch from the sidelines. It is something we are inextricably tied to, something that lives within us and beyond us. The redshift tells us that we are not observers of an external reality. We are participants in the great cosmic journey. And though we may be small in comparison to the vastness of space, we are not without meaning. Our lives, our existence, our understanding of the universe. It is all part of a grand, eternal story that is still being written.